At the 2008 Beijing Olympics, at the age of 14, he was the youngest member of Team GB. His family made the 5,000-mile journey from Plymouth to support him.
He's done what I would have loved him to have done. I can't ask any more of him. And if whatever happens in here tonight, if it's good or bad, he's up there in my books. Proudest dad in the world tonight.
His dad, Rob, has watched every one of Tom's dives since his first ever training session. But as Tom's talent was starting to shine, Rob was having erratic mood swings. He was diagnosed with a massive brain tumor and needed life-threatening surgery to have it removed.
I never ever thought I'd go to see my son at an Olympics when I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Because I thought, I'm going to have to wait like 10 years for him to go to an Olympics. He might not even go. I might miss it. But fortunately, when he qualified, it meant so much to me when I was 14 years old.
It's really good to have your dad there and see him in the audience. It's something that I like, just to see that he's there so that I can feel like I'm safe and I'm there and I can do what I can do.
By the end of the Games, he'd grabbed the attention of a worldwide audience. The schoolboy from Plymouth was becoming the focus of the world's media.
Just for Roman.
I was in like my own little bubble kind of thing, and you don't know anything that's happening. Everything's unknown outside, and you don't know what's going on in the newspapers because you just don't see them.
And for the first time, Tom experienced the negative side of the media. A reported argument with his diving partner, Blake Aldridge, caused a media feeding frenzy. It gave Tom his first taste of the cutthroat world of elite sport.
I'm quite happy with the way I dived. I didn't really miss much. There's dives that could have been better. Just disappointed that it didn't happen.
They get more coverage than the Chinese gold medalists, despite finishing last.
Blake, I'm getting the bus back, okay?
It was always going to be a case of both of us holding our heads together, and I've got a lot more experience than Tom. I've been around the block a few times. So I was all right. I didn't dive to the best of my ability, but I can go home happy with the way I performed. Unfortunately, Tom didn't dive to the best of his ability, and it was hard work for me trying to gear him up.
I didn't really know anything that was going on about me and Blake in the press, and I just thought that it was blown out of proportion when I saw it at home. My dad showed me, and I was like, "Oh, this is quite a big thing then."
Like it or not, the media attention from his first Olympics has made Tom Britain's most famous 14-year-old.
My life has changed because of like people recognising you in the streets, and like I walked into a restaurant with my friends, the whole restaurant started clapping.
So far, Tom's been able to enjoy his fame, along with his biggest fan, his dad.
There's Tom on the red carpet on the way in. I couldn't believe when they were all, Tom, look this way, look this way. A lot of people are now, whenever we go anywhere, they're coming up, Tom, can we have a quick picture? Vernon Kay, got Gary Lineker. You know, it's the celebrities wanting pictures with Tom now, as well as Tom wanting pictures with them. Dizzy Rascal. This is one of my favourites. Joan Collins and Danny Minogue. I think it goes without saying, I think that would be most people's favourites. I don't know who that is.
With his newfound celebrity status, Tom's now rubbing shoulders with some of Britain's most successful sports stars. He's been invited to take part in a celebrity version of The Weakest Link.
I only came 7th at the Olympics kind of thing. What's the big deal? I felt really guilty for being there because everyone else was like Olympic gold medalists, or they were all knights, and it was like, Christ, I'm stood here and I'm like the only one who hasn't got a gold medal, and I was like, but hey, I'm gonna hopefully get one in the future, so you never know.
What was more frightening, competing in the Olympics or all those millions of people seeing you in your trunks?
I'd say the competing.
Is it? Good. Guess what, Tom?
Yep.
You are the weakest link. Bye.
When you're actually there with Anne Robinson staring in your face, it's a heck of a lot harder, put it that way.
Tom is yet to prove himself as a champion. Now he has an added pressure. He has to cope with being a 15-year-old celebrity, performing under the gaze of an ever-hungry media.